Direct from the Broski Nation headquarters in Los Angeles, California, this is the Broski Report with your host, Brittany Broski.
Popping bottles in the ice, boom, 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 like a slizzard. The fuck is a slizzard? When we drink, we do it right, getting slizzard. Wait, is that the lyric? Sipping slizzard in my ride, like a G6. Now I'm feeling so slizzard like a G6. Like a... What is a slizzard? Slizzard is a hip-hop slang term that means incredibly drunk or high. Okay, I have been slizzard before. To be slizzard. To slither oneself. Sometimes it will turn you into a slizzard, okay? Guys, welcome back to the first Thanksgiving. It's the Thanksgiving. We're giving thanks and eating Popeyes turkey. Popeyes turkey. Popeyes turkey. Popeyes turkey. Popeyes turkey. Okay, guys, if you didn't know, Popeyes does make a Cajun turkey. We do it every single year. That shit, I'm not joking. I was talking to a friend about this recently, and they were like, what are you talking about, Popeyes turkey? Like, that's funny. And I was like, you think I'm joking? I feel like I've spoken about this at length on the internet. Let me go ahead and swallow for you guys. Let me go ahead and swallow that big glob of spit that was in my throat. Just for you guys. I'm looking out for you guys, okay? I felt that kind of building up, and I was like, I could power through this ball of spit and just have it be really gummy and phlegmy, or I could swallow it, okay? Because I'm always thinking about the audience. I'm thinking about you guys. Okay, Popeyes turkey. There is such a thing as a Popeyes turkey. And you have to, I know them bitches sell out in the South. Like, you got to secure yours in that line. Do you remember when the Popeyes chicken sandwich dropped and people literally died? Sorry, it's not funny. It's not funny. But what the fuck is wrong with you people? And by you people, I mean me. That there was a for real, like, biblical fervor, like a Noah's Ark level panic of I have got to get that fucking sandwich. Like, why was it so intense? That picture of that Popeyes worker sat on the bench outside smoking with her head in between her. Yeah, girl, yeah. Take a rest. Take a beat. Why were people so fucking crazy for that sandwich? Is it delicious? Yes. Okay. And I understand on a sort of very human level. Of course, it's yum. God, if Popeyes ever goes out of business, I'm telling you, that is one of America's treasures. I know we've talked about this before. We've talked about KFC and how, he wasn't even selling chicken at first. Popeyes, dude, it is something so uniquely American, and I'm so happy to be alive with Popeyes franchises all over the country, if not the world. Okay? Guys, it's Thanksgiving. Give it up. Smoking a cigarette. I think that Thanksgiving it's a great time to see your family that, you don't usually see. It's a great excuse to stop working. And I would like to take a moment to come up with my dream Thanksgiving dinner roundtable. Who am I? Let's say it's at my house. I'm hosting the Thanksgiving meal. Who's there and what are we eating? These are the questions placed before me today, and these are the answers I'm prepared to give you today, okay? Something very sinister is brewing right now, okay, inside of me. I have had 2 coffees and a Red Bull. I just came from a workout class. Yes, I work out now, okay? Bar method. I'm still doing bar method. Shout out to bar method. I do that. And I have my paulmescal cup. I'm drinking a cherry, what the fuck is this? A golden cherry liquid IV out of my paulmescal cup. And I'm ready to start this fucking episode. Seriously, guys. Welcome back to the Broski Report. Today we're talking about Stanley Tucci once again. Let's go ahead and get into it because I have a list of because I've thought about this. If you could have dinner with anyone dead or alive, who'd you pick? Hey, Stanley Tucci's going to be number 1. And the day he dies, it's gonna be like how some of those psychotic British people were when Queen Elizabeth died. Like, drop to my knees, sobbing, crying, how will I go on? Like, when Stanley Tucci passes, I was about to say if. He is this sort of omnipotent being in my eyes, okay? Sometimes when I'm depressed, I rewatch his Searching for Italy series that he did on YouTube, whatever. I bought that shit. I spent US dollars to watch Stanley Tucci Searching for Italy. I don't play about this shit. Do you know what I mean? I don't play. I saw Conclave. Conclave is gaggy, honestly. There were some people were being mean about it online. Yeah, can you people just enjoy something? Sit down and enjoy a movie. It doesn't always have to be, well, I just thought that it was a little bit careless to the way that it was poorly put together and there was only 3 sets. I don't give a fuck, okay? That movie, here's the thing, okay? Movies like that, they're not going to be blockbusters. They're not going to be like, let's get the family together and go watch the fucking, the Catholic Church pick a new pope and everyone's fucked up. That's not a family movie, okay? We're not doing Avengers, Assemble, Ultron is fucking on Thanos right now. We're not doing that. We're doing Stanley Tucci perplexed by the onus put on him, okay? The onus to be the next pope. And he is not the next pope, okay? I'm sorry to ruin it, but he's not going to be the next pope. Even though I would like to see Stanley Tucci as Papa Tucci, and with you. I know very minimal about the Catholic Church, but I've always been intrigued by it because Dan Brown. Talked about Dan Brown, one of my favorite books of all time, Angels and Demons. That book started something in me when I was like 15, 14, where I was like, I didn't know reading could be like this. Like, I felt smart. I felt like I had learned some stuff. Of course, it's a historical fiction. Of course, people have bullshit to say about Dan Brown because you just can't enjoy anything. That's one of my favorite books. I really enjoyed it. And it taught me a lot about, like, I had no idea about the infrastructure of the Catholic Church. Okay. Such an archaic institution, bogged down, held back by tradition, right? It is so sexist and so deeply bigoted and so just riddled with injustice and just prejudiced ways of thinking, all in the name of serving a higher power, right? Can I just say something really quick? It's amazing that I kind of stopped doing edibles because I realized that it was making me stupid. I was doing edibles so much, I was turning stupid. Like, for real. It was like the orb of confusion on SpongeBob. I was doing so many edibles, I literally would, like, wake up the next morning and be like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? What is it today? Like, it was bad. And now, look, I've stopped. I have my cognitive function back. I genuinely am, like, rejoicing. I'm Elon Musk X jumping in the air. Like, my brain works again. I'm done with the edibles, okay? That shit was fucking me. They taste good though, huh? That's one thing about California. Those edibles, that's candy. That shit is sweet tart level gummy candy. Yeah, I'll have 16 and then I wake up in the hospital. Like, I'm not playing with you bitches, okay? I think it also made me really, really unmotivated to do anything because that's the whole idea of a stoner, right? And I don't like that. I don't want to do that. That's not me. I don't want to do all that shit. I've hung out with people who do that shit. I don't like it. I think you bitches are fucking dumb. And then it turned me dumb. Anyway. What was I talking about? Right. I just realized that this is going to be a clip of me being like, you bitches are fucking stupid with this dumbass hat on my head. Forehead reveal. Oh God. Get it down. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. What the fuck was I talking about? Oh, Conclave. I really enjoy, from the moment I saw the trailer, because I saw the trailer on the, when I went to go see The Substance, which that movie's fucking psycho, which is another, like, I mean, is it indie? I don't know what you would call that, where it's like, this is for a specific subgenre of moviegoers, right? This is not something you go see with your whole family. This is not something that you see with your dad. This is like, it's a movie for the moviegoers sort of thing. I saw a preview for Conclave when I went to go see that, and I was like, okay, it'll be kind of in the same vein of this. I thought it was going to be like Spotlight, right? Like that. Isn't Spotlight about the Catholic Church? How has it only been 10 minutes? Spotlight movie. It follows the Boston Globe's, where am I? The Boston Globe Spotlight team, the oldest continuously operating newspaper investigative journalist unit in the United States, and its investigation into decades-long cover-up of widespread and systemic child sex abuse by numerous priests of the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Boston. Yes, this whole movie is about just how deep it goes, and when there would be one offender, they would just move him to a different church. And when he would offend again, they'd move him to a different church. Same deal. Nothing ever gets done. It just gets silenced, okay? Spotlight is such an iconic and important movie, and it won many awards. It's definitely secured its place in like cinema history. I thought Conclave was going to be in that same vein, you know, of like, look how fucked the church is. It definitely reveals that the cardinals are flawed, because of course they are. Not only is man, capital M, flawed, but any man you put in a position of power, they've got skeletons in the closet. And I thought that then that was going to be the premise of the movie. No, ma'am. This movie was kind of gaggy. I mean, it's got a twist at the end that was like, what the fuck? Look, in terms of like a thrilling, what's going to happen, also kind of tea movie, like Conclave was tea. Go watch it. I don't know how much longer it'll be in theaters. I really enjoyed it. Stanley Tucci's in it. And who's the lead guy? I really like that lead guy. I sound like my grandmother. Conclave. Ralphfiennes. Ralph Penis. Sorry. Fien? English. He's British. How do you pronounce that last name? Ralph Nathaniel Twilston Wycombe Phoenix. What a name. Ralph Nathaniel Twilston Wycombe Phoenix is an English actor, film producer, and director. He graduated from RADA in 1985, a Shakespeare interpreter. He excelled on stage at the Royal National Theatre before having further success at the Royal Shakespeare Company. Those bitches that do Shakespeare like that, Andrew Scott, Benedict Cumberbatch, Tom Hiddleston, dude, that is a brand of man that I like to think I'd be able to, you know, obviously, like, I could get along well with that type of man. It's just a bit pretentious, and I say that with a big fat hand heart. I say that with all the love in the world. It's a bit pretentious. But it's also this level of cognition and intelligence that most people, A, never reach, and B, don't want to understand, because Shakespeare is Shakespeare, you know what I mean? There's so much other equally as important and impactful modern media that I'd rather see. But Shakespeare, the tradition of Shakespeare, I respect as an institution. I respect the actors who take on that challenge, and I respect the successful interpretations of it, you know, because it is hard. And I remember in high school, half the reason I even passed a test on Macbeth was because of David Tennant's interpretation of fucking Hamlet and Macbeth. Like, watching it instead of reading it on a page and being like, why did they spell a word like that? Why are they talking funny? I don't fucking get this. I'm hungry. It was watching David Tennant like embody the character, watching it on a stage, watching it within the set design, it came to life. You know, I think that's something that high schools kind of get wrong sometimes. It's like, why are you making me read a play? We should be watching the play so that I get it. Anyway, I have a lot of respect for these sort of actors and taking on that challenge. But again, very, 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 very pretentious. He's also in The Menu. That's how I know him. Oh, in The Grand Budapest. Oh, he's like so famous, actually. I've seen him. I know him from a lot of things. Yeah, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, The King's Man, Grand Budapest Hotel, Schindler's List, The Menu, Conclave. Yeah, he's been in so many things. God, The Menu fucked me up. Crazy, crazy, crazy movie. Okay. Anyway, go back. What was I talking about? Conclave. Really enjoyed it. Stanley Tucci played himself, which I love. And I was engaged through the whole thing. At the end, I have missed seeing movies in theaters. Stanley's going to watch this and be like, I hate you. Because he's always like, we should go see a movie. Have you seen this? Have you seen this? Have you seen this? No, I'm not going to the theater. And then I go see a movie in a theater and I'm like, guys, seeing a movie in a theater might be my new thing. Has anyone tried to go to their local AMC? I'd really recommend it. I know he's infuriated. I don't give a fuck. I really enjoyed Conclave. And I went by myself. I took myself on a little date. I got me a little popcorn raisinette cherry Coke combo. Sat my white ass down in that chair and listened. Okay? Really enjoyed it. Stanley Tucci is invited to the Thanksgiving. All that to say, that was a roundabout way to say, love him. And you know what else? Another thing on Stanley Tucci, I'm making him cook. But I feel like if we're doing dead or alive, dead and alive, Stanley Tucci will be sat next to anthonybourdain. I'm at the head of the table. I'm wearing this. And I'm wearing a beautiful ball gown. But around the stomach, it's been cut out. Because I was going to say, in a beautiful ball gown, you have to wear Spanx. No. It's a stretchy maternity band around my stomach. So I can eat until I'm engorged. Until I'm physically unwell and I have to be horizontal. When you eat so much you can feel your heartbeat in your stomach? That's awful. Where are my binge eating girls at? Yes! Yes! Okay. At the table, I'm at the head. To my left, anthonybourdain. To my right, Stanley Tucci. They're talking, I'm listening. I'm not speaking. I actually have a notebook and I'm taking notes. Anthonybourdain, Stanley Tucci. Did they ever meet? Stanley Tucci and anthonybourdain. Please say yes. Please say yes. Fuck. Stanley Tucci wants you to stop comparing him to anthonybourdain. Fuck. I'm not comparing them. I'm saying I'd like to watch them have a conversation. Okay, anyway. They're going to be sat next to each other or across from each other. Moving down the table, we have got to get Dreamscape ASMR. That bitch has done more for me than any other living person, probably. Dreamscape ASMR. Let's pull her up. Y'all know that I love her. Y'all know that I talk about her incessantly. I love her. I think she's so inventive. I think specifically, she would have to come in one of her cosplays. Yes, because we get dressed up nice for Thanksgiving dinner. She would have to come in one of her cosplays. And there would be a section where everyone would have to shut the fuck up and she would do a role play. And she would do I don't know, I would let her choose, of course, like a sci-fi, cyberpunk sort of. She's got like a cyborg eye and a robot hand and she's serving gravy to everyone at the table. That would be, I need Dreamscape ASMR to be at my Thanksgiving table. She would add an ambience and a piece that I really need, because what if Anthony and Stanley start fighting? And then I have to be like, guys, stop it. She's serving the gravy. Okay. They wouldn't fight though, just to be clear. We would be having a ball of a time at my end of the table with Anthony and Stan. We would be having a fucking blast. Okay. Dreamscape ASMR definitely would be there. Now this one she would sit across from Dreamscape ASMR. Michellevisage. Michellevisage, I just feel the need to go on a little tangent really quick. Michellevisage has taken to TikTok. This has been incredibly positive on my mental health, on my mental well-being, on my overall well-being. Michellevisage does perfume talk, okay? Fragrance talk is a whole beast in and of itself on TikTok. Everybody thinks they're a motherfucking perfumist. What's the word for is there a word for someone who specializes in fragrance? Perfumer. Oh, duh. Someone who specializes in fragrance is called a perfumer. And can I say something really quick? Gemini, Google's AI, I'm kind of addicted. The way that it answered my question, this is what I've wanted from Google since I started this goddamn podcast. Me being like, and is there actually possibility were dragons ever in West Africa? Google, were they there? Because I saw that they found scales. And then Google would be like, well, yes, they found, I don't want links. I want you to answer me like I'm a human. Boom. AI overview. Yes, someone who specializes in fragrance is called a perfumer. That's what I'm talking about. Talk to me like I'm an adult human, Google. Okay, anyway. Yes, there are people who claim to be perfumers on TikTok. And I can appreciate, you have a large Rolodex, a large collection of fragrances that you've bought throughout the years. You can group them in terms of These are perfume oils. These are eau de parfum. These are eau de toilette. These are whatever, in terms of strength. Okay. Then you can rank them or group them in terms of, which most people do, notes. These are the florals. These are the earthies. These are the musky, gourmand, which is coffee, vanilla, whatever. I started, well, first of all, I followed Michelle Visage on TikTok because of course I did. And then I was kind of gagged at her collection because I'm not a perfumer. I enjoy a beautiful fragrance though. And I like to invest in a really well-made fragrance that like I will wear until I'm at the bottom of the bottle. You know what I mean? Like I use it until there's nothing left. I'm going to do a little tangent really quick. I've done like the Jo Malones, okay? Those don't last. Jo Malone makes beautiful fragrances. They do not last. Don't waste your money. Kilian is Rihanna's perfume of choice. I think Beyonce wears something from Kilian as well. Kilian is a very strong, very interesting maker of perfumes. And this is like, I mean, the bitches on TikTok, they're like, I got stopped in the street for what I was wearing 6 times today. It's the pheromones. Shut the fuck up, girl. It's because the perfume is really strong. That's all it is. It's just the strength of how this perfume was made. It's not that it smells that good. It's just that people can smell you from across the fucking room. Kilian is that. I have Angel's Share, which is, it looks like it's in a little whiskey cup. It's a whiskey glass. It's really, really gorgeous. I was addicted to it for a while. Me and my friend Katie were. And then it just got too much. Like, not embarrassed, but like I would walk into a room and people would be like, oh, it's just that strong. It's sexy for like a night out, where like everyone's drunk and they're close to you. And then they're like, you smell good. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, because I sprayed this in a way where a mile away you could smell me coming. It's very vanilla-y. It's very warm. It's very spicy. It's very beautiful. It's not an everyday, so I stopped wearing it. My go-to used to be YSL Black Opium. Of course, everyone has a YSL Black Opium phase because it's just good. It's warm and it's not overpowering, but it's sweet. It's just a very feminine, sexy fragrance. Then for a second, I tried to do like, who makes that? Guerlain Paris. Guerlain. Okay, I did Jo Malone, Guerlain, Gookie, YSL, shit, what else? Diptyque. Yeah, I've tried all the different like famous, you know what I mean? Like famous, accessible ones. I'm learning about brands and perfumers from perfume makers from Michelle Visage and other people that she follows on TikTok that I've never heard of. And I'm very excited. It's an addiction though. It's a problem because I should not be spending that kind of money on those sort of things. You know what I mean? But it's fun to get into. I've tried, so back to Kilian. I think Rihanna's been known to wear one called Good Girl Gone Bad, or maybe someone made that up. That one's a very beautiful fragrance as well. Again, they're just very intense. Some of the ones I've settled on right now are Diptyque makes one called Orpheon, which is beautiful. It's very androgynous, which I love. I am addicted to androgynous scents. For a while, I was wearing a Guerlain makes this, I forget the name of it, but it's like a black square. It's a men's cologne. And I would wear that because I liked it. I would mix that with Sol de Janeiro makes a hello, remember what you wanted to say. Sol de Janeiro makes a lotion that I would layer under it. So they would add a little bit of sweetness to it. But again, it wouldn't last. Now I've settled on Orpheon by Diptyque. I love that one. As just like an everyday. Doe Sun by Diptyque. This is very floral, which I do not wear. I do not do florals. But I smelled Doe Sun in the store and I was like, now hold on a damn minute. I love Doe Sun. That was for like 3 months. I was only doing Doe Sun. Then I moved on to Diptyque makes one called Vetiver. That is just that. It's just pure vetiver. I know there's probably some other bullshit in there. I only smell vetiver. This can kind of lean a little grandma sometimes, so I mix it with something else. What I'm addicted to as of literally 3 like minutes ago. I ordered a discovery set from Heretic Parfums because they just did a line with Nosferatu for that new movie, which I'm so excited for. I'm so excited for Nosferatu. Anyway, they came out with a line. I ordered a sample, didn't love it, but the discovery set, I went through that whole bitch. There are 3 that I really liked. The one that I am addicted to is actually a Dita Von Teese collab with Heretic Perfumes. It's called Scandalwood. Dude, I'm addicted to it. The little thing, it was gone in a day. I was spraying in my mouth, in my eyeballs, like down my throat. I am addicted to this perfume. I ordered the full one. It's coming in soon. I'm so excited. That, and I'm also doing Maison Louis Marie number 2, Les Longues Frondes. 2 very androgynous scents. I mix them together and they are fucking beautiful. And it's it's fun to experiment with all that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just fun. And also something that Jackie Ina had taught me is that don't save the perfume for a nice occasion or do this or never wear it. Fucking wear the perfume. Every night before I go to bed, I spray on my neck and on my wrist so that when I'm on my blankies, I smell it. Because that's what it's for. It's for you to enjoy. I'm not trying to impress anyone else. It's because I like it and I want to smell good. And so I do. And after I take my shower, I do my lotion. I do my Laura Mercier vanilla, whatever the fuck it's called, lotion, which they changed the formula on and I'm pissed off, but I still buy it. And then I do that. And then I do my vetiver and I do my whatever. And then I take it. And then I wake up in the morning and I smell good. And I smell like grease a little bit because I sweat in my sleep. I smell like scalp when I wake up. Because sometimes I sleep too hard and I smell like scalp. Okay, it just sort of happens to me sometimes. My dad is so greasy. It's a genetic thing, of course, is what I'm getting at. My dad is so greasy. Every single TV remote we've ever had in our home, all the little stickers on the buttons have been wiped off because he is so greasy. You can't even, hey dad, what did that used to say? Couldn't tell you. But it's for muscle memory that he knows where the volume and where the channel and the numbers and all that bullshit is. It's because he's so greasy. On his side of the bed, on his headboard side, where he leans his head up against the headboard, it's been rubbed off because he's so greasy. I'm the same way. I'm humiliated. I'm in the shower scrubbing. I'm still greasy. I wake up, I smell who fucking fried French fries in here, bruh? Oh, it's my scalp. Okay, perfect. Anyway, that's been my thing lately. I don't know why the fuck. Oh, Michelle Visage. Hello. Michelle Visage has started showing her grand collection of perfumes and I'm addicted. Like, I'm trying not to give in and buy every single thing that she recommends because she sells them so well. Her number 1 fragrance of all time is this like fucked up coffee gourmand. And gourmand, I believe, is what I always think of it as like food. It's something that smells like cake or coffee or like it's food based, I want to say. What's the actual definition? Gourmand is a fragrance family that includes sweet notes like vanilla, chocolate, marshmallow, and whipped cream. The word gourmand comes from the medieval French term gourmand, which means glutton. Oh, perfect. A gourmand is someone who is very interested in good food and drink and may have a hearty appetite. The term originally referred to someone who ate and drank excessively, but more commonly today it means someone who is enthusiastic about good food and drink. In France, the term is sometimes used in a loving or playful way, but it can also have a negative connotation, meaning greedy. Y'all know I love etymology. I had to go ahead and read that little paragraph for you right there, right quick. Okay. Yeah, a gourmand, it has to be the right gourmand for me. The gourmand has to be layered with something more masculine to balance it. Scandalwood does it so well. I don't know what the notes are in Scandalwood. We have to look it up, actually. Grounding sandalwood flirts with exotic coriander, musk, and voluptuous Bulgarian rose. And I don't like rose. I don't get rose from this perfume. It's so gaggy, honestly, how some perfumes, like, I'll read a description. It'll be like bergamot, white musk, amber, vetiver. And I'll be like, oh my God, that sounds so good. I love all those things. Those are all my favorite sort of notes. And I'll smell it. Garbage chute, garbage disposal, grandmother, dead grandmother. Like, some companies just get it wrong. Like, you have this beautiful array of notes. You did not mix them correctly. They do not mesh well with my skin. The thing too about sandalwood is whatever grease is happening in my sort of genetic pool mixes very well with the sandalwood. Okay, my grease mixes well with Dita Von Teese's grease. So something chemicals happening there that's creating something very beautiful. Yeah, dude, I don't smell rose at all here, but it's very beautiful. Atlas cedar, coriander, Bulgarian rose, labdanum. What the fuck is labdanum? Labdanum. Sticky brown resin that comes from the rock rose plant. It's a popular ingredient because of its warm, musky, and slightly sweet aroma. It's often described as leathery, animalic, or amber-like. Period. Love that. Love that for me. Sandalwood and white musk. I love this perfume. I never would have guessed that there's rose in it. I do not like. What's that famous dumbass perfume that everyone loves? Marley, Parfum de Mali, Parfum de Mali. They make beautiful fragrances. They're just not for me. Their most famous one is that rose one. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm just not. Everyone sings the praises. The number one perfume you need if you want to be stopped in the street. I actually just got so mad I went silent. I actually just got so pissed off I went quiet. I actually didn't have anything to say. I was so mad. Okay. Rose Parfum de Marley. Yeah, girl, this one. And it's so goddamn expensive for no reason. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay. It's giving Versailles, Rococo, Marie Antoinette. This is all, it's definitely giving the Sun King, King Louis the. Hold on, let me test my history really quick. Sun King, King Louis the 16th? Yeah, I want to say the 16th. Let's check it. The Sun King. King Louis the 14th. Fuck! Damn it! Louis the 14th, also known as Louis the Great or the Sun King, was king of France from 1643 until 1715. Damn, 72-year-long reign? That's nutso. He smelled bad. He smelled bad. Why was he called the Sun King? He chose the sun as his emblem and cultivated an image of himself as the sun god Apollo. Okay, that's me. That's me when I said I'm a stag. When some random ass quiz from google.gov told me I was a stag and I said, hold on, rebrand incoming. I'm the stag queen. Yeah, I'm the stag queen. Let's look up the respective god. Who is the god? Hold on, maybe I might know it. The goddess of the hunt, Demeter. The goddess of the hunt, Demeter. Hold on. If I got that right, who is the goddess of the hunt? Diana. Shit. I was so confident. Crap. Can we bring back crap? Oh, crap. Artemis. In Greek religion, the goddess of wild animals, the hunt and vegetation, and of chastity and childbirth. She was identified by the Romans with Diana. Daddy Diana! Oh! Demeter. Well, girl, fuck you! In most of her myths and cults, Demeter is the grain mother, or the earth mother. Demeter was the Greek goddess of agriculture, the harvest, fertility, and the earth. I wasn't that far off. She was one of the 12 Olympians and the patron goddess of farmers. Well, maybe I was far off. Demeter was the daughter of Rhea and Kronos. Now, Kronos has crazy lore. Was Kronos the one that ate his son? Or Kronos was the son who fed somebody to his dad. That whole shit was crazy. The Titans. Anyway. Her symbols include the cornucopia, scythe, wheat, bread, and harvest grains. Her sacred animals were the pig and the snake. Demeter. So not Demeter. Diana. Diana, goddess. The goddess of the hunt, the moon, and wild animals. Is there a goddess of the stag? God, that's low-key me. This is low-key me. That's what I fucking look like. Editors, put me side by side. Whatever. Goddess of the hunt. Is there a goddess of stags? Artemis is the Greek goddess. Now, I always thought Artemis was a man. It's Greek goddess of the wilderness and is often depicted with a stag or deer. Bruh, I am Artemis. Okay, I'm gonna be the stag queen, the way that Louis the 14th was the sun king. I am going to wear. Oh, what's that? I happen to have stag antlers right here, just randomly, for no reason at all, other than it is natural to me. Other than right now, I've never felt more like myself than in this moment. Okay? The stag queen. POV, I'm the stag queen and you stand before me and you're begging for more food, water, rations, medicine, but I spend all the money on these crazy horns. Ask me something. No! Ask me something again. Anyway, guys, seriously. Yeah, you're looking at Artemis, essentially. So, deer mythology. Classic deer mythology. Okay, let's move on. Michelle Visage. Okay, Michelle Visage details her favorite perfume of all time is this coffee fragrance. Coffee fragrances to me, you know what it gives? It gives when you're at Sephora or any perfume store and you smell, they have those coffee grounds because it resets your nasal palate or whatever that is. Where like in between sniffing fragrances where everything starts to smell the same, you sniff coffee beans and it like electroshocks your brain and your nose hairs and you're like, oh fuck. And then you go smell something else. That's what coffee fragrances give me. Like, why do you smell like coffee? Like, you smell like when the teacher would come over and be like, how are you doing? Do you need help on the test? With their coffee breath. Get the fuck away from me. You know what I mean? Like, it gives that a little bit. But I say all that and I'm talking out of my butt because maybe it's delicious. And I do trust Michelle Visage. So if she says it smells great, I believe her. Now, something I want to get better at is layering the fragrances. That's something that I'm trying to figure out that world because like if patchouli is the base note of the 3 perfumes I'm mixing, what's the point? Because if they're all just going to be patchouli, then I'm just layering patchouli on top of one another. It'll be slightly different, but I want to do like, how do you know that amber goes well with bergamot, that goes well with musk, that goes well with vanilla, and like not a cheap vanilla, like a very golden warm vanilla, like a rich vanilla. Oh, I've been addicted to lately. DS and Durga makes a fragrance called, I think I've talked about this, called Gateau Blackout. Gateau Blackout. Oh, bitch. It's very interesting. Very interesting. I really like that one. So anyway, all that to say, I don't know that much about layering. So at Thanksgiving dinner, I'm going to ask Michelle Visage about what's going on there because that's something that I'd like to get more into. And I think it comes down to just practice and finding fragrances that are equal strength, because if I sprayed the Killian fragrance on me and then a Maison Louis whatever the fuck, you're not going to be able to smell the Maison Louis one at all because it just goes away because Killian is so overpowering. So even though on paper they might have similar or complementary notes, you would never, oh my god, I'm so sorry, just whacked y'all upside the head. You would never mix those two because it's just not gonna, one's eating out everyone. One of them is gonna eat out the rest of them. It's just gonna eat everything out. It's gonna be dripping down a chin. Okay, moving on. Back to my list. Oh, okay, further down the table. Again, sitting across from each other. This is a long rectangular table that it's as long as I want it to be because I'm the stag queen. And if I want this table to be 36 people, it's going to be 36 people. And I'm going to make everyone shut up so that I can talk to each person individually. Because that's what I want. Because I am the Supreme Leader Stag Queen. I know, get rid of Supreme Leader. I am now the Stag Queen. I'm queen of the horned animals. Other than rhinos, they kind of scare me. Okay, at this level of the table, we're now what? 1, 2, 3. We're 3 rows deep. Oh, I have to poop. It just hit. Something's brewing in my stomach like a Keurig. Anyway, at this point of the table, Andrew Scott, Paul Mescal, they're sitting across from each other. And also, actually, maybe I'm not going to put them next to each other because they kind of give like bestie vibes. I want my time with each of them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want this to be y'all hang out in the corner and you're chismeando and I'm left out. I want to be in on the chisme. So actually, Stanley, Tucci, and Tony, y'all are going to move down a little bit because Andrew and Paul are going to take a turn right here. And I just want to talk to them because I feel like they're a damn good hang. Hey, us after 3 cocktails, you bet your ass we're cackling, giggling. Okay? That's I feel very deeply that me, Andrew Scott, and Paul Mescal would have a fucking time. We would have a blast together. Mind you. And don't you forget that. And I haven't seen that movie that they did together because I know it'll make me very, very deeply unwell. I know that it'll make me very sad. I don't like to be sad. Okay? I watched Little Women, what was that, 3-4 months ago? It made me very sad, but also very happy. I love Little Women. Okay? Actually, I lied. Little Women made me sad a little bit, but happy more than anything because Saoirse Ronan. Again, hold on. Ole, 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 ole. I need to get an Irish flag tattoo. I'm thinking about getting an apartment in Dublin. Right here. Guys, stick with me, okay? I just feel very, like, physically far, but something is calling my spirit home. Something's calling me here. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if I should listen to it, but I feel that I've been denying it. I've been denying it for a long time. And I'm looking at this map back here. And I know, wasn't I missing Ireland for a while? What country was I missing? Couldn't tell you. It fell off. And y'all were like, you're missing fucking. And then I had to put it up there. Anyway, Ireland, guys, I don't know. I don't know what it is. This is not an uncommon thing, though. Like, people feel called to certain places, and I don't know why. But I have seen people be like, have you just had that one place that you just know? You just know you're supposed to be there? And for a while, I thought that was Spain for me, because I've been to Spain 3 times, and every time I'm like, God, I love it here. Like, I could really live here. But then I went to Ireland, and I was like, hold on. Stop the light. Stop the light. I truly, like, there's something there that, I don't know. It is a shared spiritual connection. I don't know what it is. Hopefully if I move there, I'll figure it out. Maybe if I move there, it'll ruin the shine. And that I can be like, okay, I tried it. Let's give it a rest. I can go back to my country. Okay. But maybe if I'm, look, what is the path to Irish citizenship? Is it difficult? There's a bug in here. Is it difficult? What's involved? Do I have to spend a certain amount of money? That's crazy shit, by the way. For some people, like, there's a certain level of visa to come into the United States where you have to spend like $250,000 or have $250,000 invested into the American economy to qualify for that level of visa. What? Me spending $250,000 on Irish top shop in Primark? Yeah, bitch. I'll do that. I'll do that if it gets me an apartment in Dublin. Next time we go, I think we're going to do like Galway, and I don't know if I want to do Belfast. I haven't heard. Belfast is Northern Ireland, right? That's still the fucking UK. Belfast. Capital of Northern Ireland. Yeah, I'm sure. Shout out Belfast. I'm not going there. I'd rather do Dublin and like the southern countryside. I would much rather do that, I think. Yeah, I gotta go to Cork. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. Yeah, I have to go to Cork, said no one. But look at that, dude. Look at that. That is nutso. It's so beautiful in like a sad, natural way. It's beautiful in a sad way. Which I am fucking with that. You know what I mean? Like, it's beautiful in a decrepit sort of ivy-ridden castle sort of way. A love story to a long ago history of struggle and victory and peace. Maybe eternal peace, hopefully one day. Like that sort of, I don't know. What's the famous one that starts with a K where all the rich people live in Ireland? It's in like the South. Where do the rich folk live in Ireland? Kinsale? No, not Dublin. Maynooth? Ballsbridge? Okay, Broski Nation meet up in Ballsbridge. In Penis Town in Ballsbridge. Okay. Anyway. Okay, back to my table. Moving on down the line. After Andrew and Paul, we're doing Cenat and Drewski. We're doing Cenat and Drewski. Cenat had Bill Nye on the stream. He's doing like a month-long stream. Who the fuck else is doing it like Cenat? There's no one. Cenat had Bill Nye on the stream. He also had his little robot. That's so funny. He had the Jabberwockies on. I get fed Cenat clips on my TikTok like I'm literally a 13-year-old boy. Like, and they come across and I'm like, Cenat! I love Cenat! I love Cenat! I love Cenat! And the clips of Drewski's could have been auditions, could have been records auditions. Yeah, I watch every single one. If you were to scroll through my YouTube history, it would literally be like, could have been Memphis, could have been Houston, could have been, like, I've seen every single one, even his British ones. I get Duke Dennis compilations. There is a part of me that is a 15-year-old boy that you just cannot kill off. I've tried to silence him. Hello? I'm recording. I've tried to silence it. I've tried to shut that part of my brain down. I can't. So Cenat and Drewski, y'all are sat at my table. Moving on down the line is going to be Chapel Roan. Chapel Roan to the left. T.S. Madison to the right. Chapel Roan, T.S. Madison. Okay, I'll let y'all girls talk. Y'all go ahead and talk, and then I'll come down there and join you in a second. Okay, I'm talking to Paul and Andrew. That's sort of going to be, for right now, my Thanksgiving table. It is bound to change, and here's the menu. I'm not taking suggestions. I'm not taking into account what any of my guests want to eat. This is what I want to eat, okay? Because it is my Thanksgiving, because I am the Stag Queen. Popeyes turkey, number 1. My mom's mashed potatoes recipe, okay? It's, you put like onion, salt, and sour cream and cream cheese. It is, makes you shit your pants, but it's so good. Green bean casserole, aka GBC. Don't get it twisted. Don't fuck up the recipe. You do it exactly as it is on the back of that French's dried onion can, French's dried onion little packet. You do it exactly as it is. The cream of mushroom soup with the nasty canned green beans. That's what I want. I don't want any of that natural, homemade bullshit. I want off the package recipe. That'll do it for me every time. It is so salt rich. It literally dries out your whole body. That's what I want. And the shit on top has to be crispy. Sweet potato casserole. And I mean the southern sweet potato casserole with marshmallows in it. And fuck you if you don't like that. With the toasted marshmallows on top. Where when you get your little scoop and you put it on your plate, the marshmallow literally melts into the rest of it. There's brown sugar in it. It is delicious. It's basically dessert, but it's sweet potato casserole. Next, we're going to do stuffing. I like the out-of-the-box stuffing. Like Stouffer's. I love that shit. But if I like it when people make their own. I'll allow homemade recipes for that. Because I do enjoy that. Okay, I like it when it's, you can put actual bread in it. What else do people put in there? Like green onions. Seasoning. I like that. Cranberry sauce. I like cranberry sauce. Look at me, dude. I'm Caucasian. What, you gonna look at me and say, no, she doesn't look like she likes cranberry sauce? You're a liar. I love cranberry sauce, and I like to put it on my turkey because I am pale. I am Caucasian. I love that shit. It's delicious. It's a beautiful color combination. It's a beautiful flavor combination. And my mom makes a good one that has like actual cranberries in it. It's not like that nasty gelatinous shit from the can. We don't do that. It's like a homemade one. It's really sweet. There's pecans in it. There's like real cranberries. It is so delicious. What else? Sweet tea. Gotta have a big jug of sweet tea. Dr. Pepper. For dessert, I feel like just because you gotta have a pumpkin pie on the table. Am I eating it? I might cut off like the end of a slice and like nibble on it just because I feel compelled to. And it's kind of good. But I feel like I'm going for brownies. Again, my mom makes a beautiful brownie with Reese's Pieces, Reese's, what is that called? Reese's Chips. Like chocolate chips, but they're Reese's Chips. They're little peanut butter. Oh my God. You mix in the Reese's Chips in that brownie mix. Delicious. So good. Melts in your mouth. We're doing brownies. We'll do, damn, what else? Oh my God. Peanut butter Rice Krispie treats. Love that. Love that. Love that. Maybe a salad. Maybe a salad on the side. Okay. Like a Caesar salad or something, but it can't get soggy. Like you, or maybe like an Olive Garden dressing salad. I like that. I like that. We'll have that on the side just because everything else is like salt, lard, butter, fat, turkey skin. Yeah, have you a little salad. Okay. Everybody in this room needs it. I am dairy-free and gluten-free, but you better bet this Thanksgiving all bets are off. My ass is at that table gobbling. I am gobbling down anything that I can get my grubby little man hands on. I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm eating like my life depends on it. And then I'll come back here and then I'll have my protein bars and my snack plates and my bean salad, okay? Dense bean salad, DBS. I'll do all that when I get home. Okay, that's my menu. That's my table. Yeah, guys, I feel like that sort of just covered my basis. I hope y'all have a happy Thanksgiving and feel compelled to also say that the glimmer of Thanksgiving is that it's just that it's a glimmer, right? If we're being historically accurate, we also celebrate Indigenous Peoples Day. That's sort of the reason for the season. But Thanksgiving, I think, is an excuse to get with your family, right? It's an excuse to gather around, share a beautiful meal. The actual history of Thanksgiving, I'm not doing all that. Okay, I'm not really celebrating all that. We're not doing that. Okay, guys, song of the week. My song of the week is, it was a Hozier song. Which one? Oh, To Be Alone. To Be Alone by Hozier. Hozier makes just music for any season. To Be Alone has been just like my hyperfixation song. I have this every 6 to 9 months where I'm like, it's one Hozier song that I cannot get out of my head. 2 weeks ago was Empire Now. Great song. God, it's a great song. Yeah, this week is To Be Alone. That intro guitar lick and then his high notes he hits. Damn. Okay, team, if you want Broski Report merch, go get it. Who's stopping you? I'm not stopping you. You can go to broski.shop. We've got trucker hats. Go get you a Broski Report trucker hat. Seriously, folks. All right, love y'all. I'll see you next week. Seriously. Bye.